It's Saturday, the 8th of December 2012, and it's 1:20 p.m. And this is part 2 of my 5+ year journey on that excellent website, POF, Plenty of Fish. So, leading on from where I left off on my previous clip, the first ever person who contacted me on POF, he or she, probably a he, looking back in hindsight, they called themselves the Vixen, and they sent me a nice message and then a photo, and the conversation was going quite well. Then they sent a semi-naked photo of a woman, and the head had been completely cut off with scissors. So it was just a photo of a woman with her boobs out and her vagina on show. And then the person who sent it to me, they demanded that I masturbate over the photo, or I should say, whilst I was in conversation with them. So that was a good starting point for me. It's not something I've ever done in my life. I haven't done it since, and I can't see myself doing it in the near future. Because if you're a random person and you send out some sort of random photo to someone, and you literally demand that you masturbate over that photo, that's not what I do. But then again, a lot of people out there, they do it, so you can't really judge people in their private life, because I'm sure people have got a lot of skeletons in their closets. But that's not what I do. So that was the first ever person. So apart from that, from when I joined in March 2007, probably for the first 2 years or so, I was quite lucky in that I did get a lot of messages from women who were offering it to me on a plate, so to speak. And I'm sure there's a lot of men out there who would jump at the chance to kind of jump in and get their end away. But I was never in a position to do that, because I've never had sex, so I've never slept with anyone. So I can't sit here and say, oh, there was no woman who wanted me, because that's not the case at all. I used to get a number of messages from women on a rapid basis. Please meet me, please meet me, please meet me, and so forth. And again, some of these, they may have been men. Others, I believe, were genuine, but they were all, in my opinion, serial daters. They're on multiple online sites, online dating sites, as so many people are today. They're not just on one site. They're on Plentyoffish, they're on OkCupid, and God knows how many other sites they're on. So that was kind of a learning curve for me. Not believing what they tell you, because on many occasions I've said, when I've had conversations with women, and I've said, and they said, oh, I'm new to online dating. I'm only on Plentyoffish. And I've said, really? They said, yeah, I'm only on Plentyoffish. And then I've done a background check on Google, just types in their username, and hey presto, what does it turn out? It turns out they're on multiple online dating sites. They're not just on Plentyoffish, they're on OkCupid. They've got advertisements in personal ads. They're on so many different sites. So what it comes down to is, why can't you be honest? I mean, honesty is probably the key point for me. With a lot of other people out there, it seems to be towards the end of the room. It's not where it should be. So that was another learning curve about women who tell lies. I'm not saying that men don't tell lies, because they do, but over these past 5+ years, it does take its toll. When you are an honest person and you give someone honesty, and yet they come back to you with answers which aren't so honest, because you only have to do a quick background check, it doesn't lend well to the future, because you think, oh my god, they're all telling lies, you can't trust anyone, everyone out there is is telling a few porkies, and we all tell porkies from now and again. There's nothing wrong with that, because it is human nature. It is inherent in us, to do it. But when you do it on a rapid fire basis, then there has to be a few questions asked. But from March 2007 onwards, I was one of the lucky ones, in that I did receive a number of messages from women on POF, Plentyoffish. So I can't really complain. Due to distance, none of these potential relationships actually took place. I spoke to a number of women, some of whom lived in Scotland, Glasgow, the Bournemouth area, Wales, all over. But because of distance, we never had the opportunity to meet in person, which is a shame, because in hindsight, and hindsight is a wonderful word, believe me, things may have been different, and I probably would not have been sat here speaking to you now. But it is what it is. But a lot of these women, I've noticed, are back on POF. Not all of them, but a small minority are. And they said, oh, I met so and so, things didn't work out, so I'm back on POF, trying again, trying to find my Prince Charming, my knight in shining armour, my number one. And you say to yourself, you're never going to find it on POF. I don't think you'll ever find it on any site online which is specialised in dating, because we don't live in that society. If you're looking for a one night stand, if you're looking for casual sex, fantastic, it's there. You've got so many sites, but if you're looking for a meaningful relationship, you've got no chance.